Shekali mimi nasema unajua sometimes mtu anakuanga ready to take responsibility and accept their mistakes ama their actions ama consequences zenye wamecommit without blaming anyone. But the thing is, this other party, the perpetrators, they tend to be vile.
There's no perpetrator here.
Snakes,
those snakes, the anacondas.
Did I say snakes? When someone does an action, sometimes they don't intentionally do it.
Okay.
To na intention ya ku hurt someone, ama intentionally being just evil. No. Sometimes inakwanga to just an innocent mistake.
Okay.
So how you handle that innocent mistake, these other people says a lot as well.
No, Khadija unaona pia.
But what if now the mistake has been like done once, twice, imekuwa chronic?
So that's the thing. How do you handle a drunk person?
Khadija is a toxic person. Khadija,
that is extreme. Shekhali, that is extreme.
Khadija, how do you do that?
No, Shekhali, that is extreme.
We are trying
like
to find the solutions.
Become a chronic behavior.
Khadija,
No way.
hata hao watu alcoholic wanatibika.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala barakatuh. Welcome to another episode of Haful. My name is Zuhramula, and joining me today on set is
Shekhali Mwega.
And karibuni sana. It's an honor to have this conversation with you guys. And today we are discussing about a topic that's very integral and to affect kila mtu. Friendship, relationship, social settings, workplaces. We are talking about, accountability. Accountability issues. What is usually the problem? Like mtu unaambiwa ufanye kitu, but when you are asked about it, you're either defensive or you give excuses.
But
you just let it go like that.
Unajua si kila mtu anaelewa accountability nini in a simple sense. Because saizi unaona you say that you are given work, but in my mind accountability has different branches zingine zenye ziko beyond that.
Yes.
So
give us your version of accountability, Chef.
No, mimi nataka kusikia from you guys.
Tupatie yako.
No, accountability in my end, I would say ni kitu yenye mtu kama ukikuwa you do something wrong, yes, or maybe you don't do something right, yes, yani kuna mali yenye kuna shortcoming from your end, when it comes to your attention through any means, yes, you look in as easy language, you submit and accept, alafu you come with some ideas on how to do that.
Tuta revert. Khadija, what is your version of accountability?
Mine is a very rational one.
Okay, bring it on. It's her version, Share.
Okay,
relax.
Just ideally, just in general, I mean, in actually, like, it's taking responsibility.
I like that language.
Taking responsibility of your actions. Taking responsibility of your actions, decisions, and
the consequences that it comes with it.
Yeah, without blaming or without blaming anyone or without making it a burden to anyone. Just it has to be you. Yes. Taking responsibility of your action. Action you umefanya, whatever result italeta, kama itakuwa ni maybe a bad consequence ama a good consequence, you have to own up to that. Like in a nutshell, this is just all about responsibility definition.
And accountability goes further to break into two. So there's the personal accountability, and then there's the social accountability. So personal accountability.
Yeah, you need to be accountable to yourself.
But there's just different types of accountability there. Out there.
But utapata like in one way or another, it's either affecting you or affecting someone else.
So it's either personal
or either social. But we can still break it into further categories.
Okay.
So ukijiambia hii mwaka najisetiya goal ya lose maybe 15 kgs.
Kwa nini wewe ndo unasema suggestion?
Sure.
Just trying to understand. Maybe gain. Let's go for gain. Gaining 15 kgs.
Oh, gaining.
No, 15 kgs will be a lot to gain, share. Anyway.
And reducing it in 1 year.
Wacha tuseme unataka kupata body tea, okay?
What is that? I'm a coffee person.
Okay, unataka kupata body
Body
coffee.
coffee.
So you need to work.
I'm
You
just
need
asking.
to work for it. So that means you need to check on your diet. You need to ensure that it has what your body needs to achieve that. You'll need to go for exercise, blah blah blah, all those things. And maybe you're giving yourself a certain duration for that particular goal. So mwaka inaisha, and well, girl, you have not done any of those. You're not being accountable to yourself. Ulijiambia you're going to read a number of books by the end of the year. You haven't done that.
How is that
I
not
don't find-
taking accountability?
Khadija, you made a promise to yourself.
You just did not manage to
just
do
you-
the goals
just
that you
because you
have. You
didn't-
can't call that accountability.
Not having
It is not yet
accountability.
accountability. You see, that's the
I
problem
think
that we have with
accountability.
people.
Yes, I think accountability happens after an action has
Unaona
already
sasa
happened.
Li-
Taking responsibility of your action.
Okay, listen, Khadija. I sat down with myself and I told myself, Zuhra, this is what we need to do, okay? I have made that action already. It's like I'm making a promise to myself. If I don't fulfill that promise, I'm not being accountable to myself.
No.
Okay, maybe partially. No, Sheikh, maybe I'd agree with her partially, but not every goal that is set and not achieved, it doesn't mean that you have not been accountable on your part. Kuna some reasons, maybe apart from accountability, yenye inaweza fanya those goals zisikuwe achieved. It doesn't have to necessarily be equal to you not being accountable. You get it?
Give me another example of maybe where we can say,
For
I've not been
example,
accountable to myself.
maybe you had a new goal of maybe opening up a new company.
Mhm.
And then maybe 6 months down the line, hiyo kitu ijafanyika. When you look at yourself, unajambia, I've done A, B, C, D, I've done everything that's needed to be done, but then the company haija end up kufanya nini? Kuanzishwa ama kufungulia ama something like that. You can't say the reason why the company has not been launched, ama the reason why I haven't started the company is because I have not been an accountable person. You get what I'm saying?
Khadija.
Accountability
think
only
what-
comes
let's-
in action wise if maybe there's something you've not done or you've omitted from doing, then you know very well you are capable of maybe doing that,
And you didn't
ama
do
you've
it.
just casually not, ama reluctantly not done it, ama there's a certain type of mistake you've actually done that was detrimental to you being able to start up that company. To come
No, before let's do this. Before we go to the personal one, accountability to oneself, let's just on easy task see some example about accountability towards watu nje, because hii ndio ni yenye tuna interact nayo zaidi to an extent that we miss ours. That's when unaona tunasumbuana on definition. Yes, let me give an example. Let's say we have a project together, sindio? Ama tuko na some event tumeplan together, na wewe una suppose ufike mahali saa fulani na ufanye kitu fulani, sindio? Now Khadija or Zuhra, one of you, let's say tumefika hapo hivyo, like ilikuwa tukutane 8 na maybe ndo unakuja na kitu fulani and it's part of that, and then time imefika, you are not there.
Better late than never, Sheikh.
So better late than never. You see, that's exactly one of the point of depending in some scenarios inaingia katika situations za accountability. Now, yes,
Okay.
she is not accountable.
No, bring it
because-
on, Sheikh. Bring it on.
She's not accountable on that end.
Oh,
'Cause
she's
unaona,
not taking responsibility
now,
for
saizi
action.
Zuhura ni
I'm
wewe
like,
umechelewa.
I'm defending my lateness,
Yes,
yeah?
sasa.
I'm like, afadhali nime show up. Imagine kama singekuja.
Exactly. You know, see, you are not taking accountability. Ama situation yenye saa zingine sisi like work, yes, labda umechelewa, yes, and sometimes you are an important person to the team, and every time you are late is affecting everyone without you taking accountability. Unajua zingine mtu in some end wanasema this person is just an apologetic, ama is just sijui nini, kuna ego, kiburi, sijui nini, vitu kama hizo. Cause ama ni mtu mwenye labda yuko na shida, unaona? So kama tumeelewana, Khadija nataka kusema kitu.
Najaribu ku get straight. Okay, just finish.
Like
No,
there was something
nangoja
that
there's
you
some-
were to do, okay, that you're supposed to do, and you ended up not doing it, okay? And the worst part is you didn't communicate that either you're facing challenges of achieving that. And maybe when it's now raised, you're like defending yourself or giving excuses for not doing or fulfilling that particular task.
Farafara hii inatoka Maimahio inaenda mpaka hadi Nakuru. Ni farafara mpya enye serikali ya Kenya imeweza.
The assimilated part of me is coming out very strongly. Alhamdulillah. Yes, this is an example, okay? So, for example, Khadija was to bring us Manila papers for a project so that we write things down. Khadija, yendo alikuwa kuja kwanza, hajafika. Sindio? So, kumanisha hii project haitasonga mbele. We have to wait for you. And now we are trying to reach you. Khadija ashiki simu juu, she's like, nishachelewa na nikianza kupiga simu hata bado sijatoka kwa nyumba or something. You see? Alafu ukishafika Khadija unauliza Khadija jamani umetuchelewesha, what was the issue? Khadija is like wacha tu tumalizane na vitu zenye tunafanya saizi, me talking about why I'm late won't help. You see, in
I
that
had a
scenario,
personal issue ama sijui kwani hii si tumeweka 10 let's say 2 hours for this project and mimi nimechelewa 30 minutes na Manila paper 30, we only need 30 minutes for this. Guys, what is the problem?
So utapata mtu anajidefend ama anapatiana excuse ama ana dismiss tu. Unaulizwa kwani umechelewa, you're like umekuja tu hapo na makasiriko zako, hatutaki kuongelesha. One, you are feeling guilty for coming late, wewe personally, okay? Alafu kuna sisi wenye we are pressurizing you, tell us why you late.
Okay, that's a good example of not taking accountability.
Yes. Yeah.
Now tumeelewana accountability with some nice examples.
You need example
too
much.
No,
I
that's one
was
example
actually
you've
expounding
actually
yours
about.
So,
that was just one.
Kama gani ingine?
Taking actions, taking responsibility of your actions. That is just one of them.
Yes,
There's so many of them zenye are taking responsibility of
on our personal level. Kama saa zingine
end up to affect the people around us.
No, for example, kama saizi ushaikuona in some situation we could be mean to each other. Sindio?
On friends level, or you're just a mean person to everyone?
By nature.
A very interesting character. No, we're talking about friends. So now
in nature, like he's
in
just
nature.
a mean person.
No, how
no,
mean
we were asking. We were
asking. No, so now
there are people who actually mean by nature.
Okay.
That's
proceed.
a whole different story for another day. So sasa, like for example, we had an interaction and I was mean to you. Sindio? And it affected you, and then when we were both calm, you communicated, Ali, you are mean to me, or Ali, you shouted at me. Ali, you, for example, did this to me. Sindio? If deep down I know I'm wrong, Sindio, and I accept I was wrong, yes, that's a step towards accountability.
But not
accountability.
It is a step.
You've not
accountability.
It's not taking
no, I said
full
a step.
accountability.
I did not say full.
The fact that this person waited for this other person to come to approach him,
before you even say
there was this existence of this meanness. No, ulikuwa unajua ndio hii meanness, you've done it to someone. See, you were mean to someone. You know that, you know deep down that you were mean to someone. But then when sasa but the latter you're not even taking responsibility of your action, at least
being the bigger person, like identifying the wrong that you've already done. Unangoja ule mwenye ameumizwa ndo aku approach. That is not taking accountability.
Akuje. And then on top of that,
on top
of that, you're not even taking the responsibility of that meanness. No. Unasema umetoka kusema nini? Ati you are what? What was the thing that he said?
Shahali, what did you say again?
See, this is the problem. Nyinyi mnasikia half
Okay,
cooked
sawa.
stories.
Sikia, Chef.
Mnarun nayo. Na
Ngoja.
mnarun ba.
Ngoja, umesema
Spin bana.
okay,
Ni
umesema
kama Murife.
ngoja kwanza umesema
Murife.
you realize that what you did was wrong after they have approached you, right?
Yes.
And then you apologize.
So you realized then
No, after you've approached him,
is when he realized that he
hurt
was
you.
mean.
Yes, that he was mean to
so
you.
before that
he didn't
So,
know.
Khadija,
You,
see,
guys
need,
are
no,
friends.
you need to
So it's
understand
okay
one
to
thing.
be mean to
no,
each
on
other.
a serious note, you need to understand something. Yes, there is a whole difference when I'm mean to you and I know it, and I'm mean to you and I don't know it. If I'm mean to you and I know it, I'm a very evil person because I'm doing this intentionally. But if I do something mean, yes, and sometimes unajua heat of the moment, tumejoke, tumefanya nini
Alafu
Yeah.
kumwangushia insult moja.
Yeah,
kubwa
saa zingine
sana.
unajua 'cause
Yeah,
unajua ni-
insecurity yake
no,
chef.
nyinyi ni marafiki, si ndio? So we usually mkipata like a low blow you go, but sometimes it's too low. As friends also, that's too low. So unaona what happens, this particular person unaona, and then realizes, oh, I was not supposed to say this or act like this, si ndio? Unaona kuna a whole different
okay,
'cause
now,
this
how
other
do you
guy is
take-
a psycho. Mtu ana feelings ata anakuhurt na anajua anakuhurt na anaendelea kukuhurt.
Okay,
The
chef. So
people
how do
actually
you
do
take
that.
accountability for that? So asha approach.
So do you remember kitu yenye nimesema?
We malizia story. Ulikuwa
Hatujui,
umesema
sisi
it's a
tulikuwa
step.
tunasema
Ni,
utukumbushe.
cause nilisema
What is
ndio
the
nyinyi
first
kaanza
step?
kupiga makelele.
hatujapiga kelele tulikuwa
Sorry,
tunaongea
na shout. So now what happens ni nini? I said that's a step
What
To
is a
being
step?
accountable.
Which
to
one?
being, because unaona iko
To
na
his
steps.
meanness.
Accountability,
No, what was that
accountability.
action of being the first step ni gani?
Realizing you are wrong.
After ameambiwa.
Yes,
go
saa
ahead.
zingine unajua how to know you are wrong, because unaona one thing you need to understand, yes, we are humans. Yes, sometimes kama some things are not brought to our attentions, we won't know. Yeah, kuna vitu mingi sana kama saizi me as a friend, I had this wonderful friend of mine. Saa zingine unamwona anafanya kitu alafu like saa zingine ukipata hiyo nguvu hata unajua kama rafiki yako pia unajua ukianza kuleta hiyo story vile kutaenda, like you have a scenario that based on understand this friend
Na unajua ni
vile
trigger
kutakuwa.
yake.
It's your trigger, anakuwa defensive ama anakuwa dismissive. This is the next question that I want to ask before, lakini so unaona what happens ni nini, saa zingine yeah realize that whatever they are doing
Is wrong.
is wrong. That's when katika Uislam tuko na amri bil ma'ruf wa nahy anil munkar, and we say that first of all, like we are not judging the person, we are judging, we are describing,
Pinpointing the action that they did.
yes, we're describing the action that you are doing. Ambia this is this, and according to Islam this is not supposed to be like this. And but mimi kukujaji ati you are a whole bad person, you are going to Jahannam, beside some scenarios that are very confirmed by the Islamic law, hiyo ingine it's not on us. So unaona, so always unajua saa zingine tunaeka watu to suppose on a very high note. Yes,
We have high expectations of them.
yes, but usually all of this reflects what we have inside. Unajua pia kuna watu wengine wako always disappointed by everyone. Kama huyu mwenye uko disappointed by everyone, it's something internal yenye yendo uko na issue nayo. Huyu mwenye pia uko na expectation pia it's the same.
So it
It's
starts
supposed to
within.
be cut from the same cloth.
Anyway, back to accountability. Okay, so that was an
First step.
example that he's given about social responsibility.
Yes.
Like how your actions can affect people around you. Could be at workplace, friendship, and in other settings.
Yes.
And now we've also looked at now the personal accountability, and we've covered that. Now
No,
for
we did not cover it. We
haven't.
move. No. I said we move to this social
social
one
to
because
understand.
it's easier to understand. Imagine unaona tunasumbuana understanding this
Personal.
other one. Sasa imagine personal because it's internal vile itakuwa different. Yes.
Okay. Now, for accountability to happen, okay, kuna ile what you're supposed to do the task, okay?
No, before we go to accountability, when ukiangalia accountability part is social ones, yes, there is usually good amount of % of confrontation.
Confrontation. confrontation
Urudia tena?
confrontation
Kizungu si mdomo chenu.
So unaona it was brought to your attention because you see why people are not taking accountability. Mtu mwenyewe tutajuaje una take accountability kama tuja kuuliza, si ndio? So always it's
because
high chance.
sisi.
No, you see, you get my point. Khadija, you get my point. Unaona hapo hivyo nasema it was brought to attention. Unashangaa like it was brought to attention. Na most of the time accountability usually judged when it is brought to attention. That's the best way we can confirm and test your accountability levels.
When it's brought to attention.
Yes. Kama
When
ijaletwa
people ask
attention
you about
yako, how will we know you are accountable person? You just changed. Tutajuaje? So now,
Okay.
why people don't like this is unaona critics ama na sijui mtu kuja kukuuliza swali ama blame ama all of these things, yes. Why do we like watu wakikuja na these things toward us kama Ali, you are a mean person? First, what are the common, not all, common reaction that
You'll
usually
be
we get?
defensive.
Defensive,
You could be dismissive as well. You're like, I mean, nakwanga tu hivyo. It's you guys to deal with your own issues.
Gaslighting.
Yeah, I think those are the like
Passive
the main.
aggressive.
Ooh, I love this one. Passive aggressive. This is a good one.
Sure. Are you passive aggressive?
No, I don't know.
Or
I
it
did not know
depends
even
with the
that
situation.
word. I did not know
Oh,
even that
please.
word means
No
what.
way.
It was just brought to my attention. Kuna passive and aggressive. I don't know in my pass and it's aggressive. You already
Like
passed
you are
it.
aggressive, low key.
So it's only
Ah.
symptoms not being an accountable person.
Yeah.
Those are the easy symptoms. And there is another one. I call it, this is me. Yeah. I call it reverse accountability. Or
Sure,
you-
you love
Reverse
that.
psychology.
You love that shit.
No.
You always do that.
Listen, what is reverse accountability or reverse critics?
Sure.
This is
you
how it
always
comes.
I'll come of course and tell you, why didn't you do this and then you will reverse utakuwa zile za na wewe mbona
na
ufanye
uli
vile?
kufanya hiyo.
I thought me
It's not even reverse. Hata hiyo si reverse, hiyo ni counter attack on accountability.
Accountability.
Hiyo ni part of defense
No,
mechanism.
listen to this. You are assigned a task, yeah? And they're like, Shahali, this is your task, okay? Now, when it comes to you asking if this task was done, Shahali is like, why didn't you remind me? Bro, it was your task. You were supposed to do it. Why are you asking me to remind you?
You're taking the blame. Una put your blame on someone else.
On someone else. I think that is the example of reverse accountability.
Quotes in quotes.
Yes.
You
For
see-
lack of a better
You
word.
see, I have two paths. Path number one, I can explain to you how it works, which it will sound unaccountable.
Just
Path
bring
number
it on.
two is just Nini. You see what happens in Nini sometimes in a professional places, yes? Kila mtu yuko na set of things. Unaona? This is part of your project because hata mimi nimekuwa mfanyikazi kwingine. So what happens ni nini? There is this way of not doing a task. By making sure your boss, yes, has not done his part, so the project imekuwa stalled. So
No
unafanya
way,
vitu
Shay.
ingine. No, I'm just explaining how things work outside.
Hapana.
That's entitlement.
What is entitlement?
Like, listen,
No,
chef.
entitlement imetoka wapi Khadija?
Skia, chef.
No,
Listen,
entitlement imetoka
skiza.
wapi?
You were supposed to purchase equipment A, okay? It was written and everyone had. You were assigned this.
Yes.
How do you go ahead and ask the person who's reminding you that why didn't you remind me to get this thing? Kwa nini we utaki kuteka accountability of the task that you were given?
So ukiambiwa umesahau, obviously labda atasahau tena next time, but ukimkumbusha hata sahau.
Isha. I think that's a way of running away from your responsibilities.
Which responsibility sijakata
Hiyo yenye
kununua?
umepatiwa.
Nimekataa kununua.
Talking of running away
Nimekataa
from
kununua.
responsibilities.
Kwa nini unataka kukumbushwa kila saa?
Cause niko na vitu mingi zenye za kumbuka.
Sheikh.
Yeah, kama
Wow.
ni muhimu wewe utanikumbusha. Wewe kama uone ni muhimu hata wewe utasahau. Kwa nini wewe ulisahau kunikumbusha?
Are you unaongea?
How you're struggling to be
Vizuri sana.
accountable.
You're being defensive.
I'm being defensive.
Yes.
I'm just showing you how it is
And
done.
also dismissive at the same time.
wow, this is manipulative. This is very wrong.
Oh, so you do know.
No, when you choose more than one tactic, it's now manipulative.
No, what if what you're doing falls in all of this?
Psycho. Definitely not.
Anyway,
so this is
we
a
were
good
looking
example.
at like reasons why people struggle
Yes.
to accept to be
No,
accountable.
kwanza
Not
tulikuwa
reasons.
tunasema-
Those are not reasons.
We was talking
like
about
how they
this-
Yes.
respond to when they're asked about being accountable.
Yes. So tumetaja at least I think 4 or 5.
Yeah, defensive, being dismissive, manipulating, gaslighting.
Passive
the counter nini,
aggressive.
the passive aggressive.
Yeah, I think yours was passive aggressive.
No.
Or can we say they're just responses of people who are not usually accountable?
Yeah, especially when they've not done.
itakuwa passive aggressive like kuna watu unawadai pesa. Like I had a friend like that and I know people like that. Yes. Saizi
Bora hujawataja majina.
hebu nipatie so.
Shika.
Sawa, Zuhura amepatia so.
Kikombe.
Si ndio? After a week Zuhura anataka so yake. Hebu niombe so.
Shahali, ile 100 yangu juu ni aje?
My friend, unajua shida zetu tuko nazo. 100 pesa kidogo kama hiyo unataka tufanye.
Naka ni pesa kidogo.
Pesa kidogo shida nini?
Wewe rudisha 100 yangu, mimi na shida zako tunaingiliana
My friend,
wapi?
so hata unajua what? Ndakutumia hata 200.
Tuma hiyo 200.
Hata natuma 500.
Tuma.
Na next time ujaribu kuniomba tena pesa.
Kana hiyo pesa yako shilingi 100 unakuja unapigia mtu unamaliza credit ya 200 tu kwa sababu ya so.
Yeah, that's a good example of maybe being passive aggressive now. Yeah, you're being aggressive,
Na hata kulipa
aggressive in a
bado.
passive way.
Na bado
Huyo mtu
atakulipa.
huwezi mkopesha pesa tena.
Yeah, na
Utakuwa
bado
na
hata
what?
kulipa.
Come on, just if you're working in the same place, my friend, just go talk to the HR and the boss. Say mshahara ikiingia tu pap, toa so yako.
No, unataka ofisi ndio iende ishtakiwe na mjamaa
Si anakata kwa salary yake.
No, you see, ukimkata unamdeduct salary, si ndio? Hakuna notice, hakuna makosa yenye amefanyia nini. Hii ni pesa yake between yeye na nini.
But it's allowed in workplaces. People do this actually.
No,
unaweza
agreed,
peleka
but unajua kama saizi unaona, imagine wewe saizi wewe tuko na Zuhura anakudai, si ndio? Wewe umefanya law, si ndio? Alafu usimrudishie Zuhura akuje kwangu mimi nikukate mshahara, si
but
ndio?
with good
wewe utushtakia ambie mjamaa tumekuwa tukikatwa mshahara without any reason, sasa nataka 300k. Naambia hapana.
Na hakuna evidence.
Bwana hakuna evidence ya huko. Kwa contract yetu hii na hii haina uhusiano.
Unaona hiyo yote tu unajua ukienda kushtaki bado tu itarudi back to the same solution. Akatwe kwa mshahara yake.
No, akatwe kwa mshahara yake ni biashara yenu wawili, si biashara ya ofisi.
Ndio nasema ndio ku avoid hiyo yote. Si ati mimi nitakuja tu directly kwako, of course wewe kama HR ama the boss ama whatever mwenye anapatiana pesa. Uwezi tu anza kupatiana pesa ama uwezi enda tu kukata tu pesa out of nowhere. Of course you look at reasoning. Of course utaleta into consideration, mwambie okay huyu na huyu na nako.
That's a very good office yenye unaweza kata mshahara kwa sababu deni yetu ingine.
But I've seen that, Sheikh. I've seen that.
Yeah, those are just very strong
employees
bosses.
Wenye wamestole na pesa za watu kabisa. Unaenda tu straight huko kwa boss. Unaambia tu fanya hivyo, shughulikia maneno.
Lakini si urudishane tu pesa.
Kuna some people who are just hard-headed in returning other people's money na wanajijua.
Then ukiona watu kama usi wakopeshe pesa.
Sasa you can't tell from the word go. You can't. No, for example,
no.
Which
najua
mimi najua mtu atakuja wewe uje
ukimkopesha pesa huyo akurudishia.
We can have good example.
No, you see,
can't tell.
No, Katika, you see, as Muslims we also have this issue. Yes, tutafeel vibaya kutalk about Katika, unajua kuna shida ya pesa.
Kama ni pesa.
No, wewe unaongea hivyo but wewe mwenyewe unajua. Wanasema the Muslim ni wewe mwenyewe mpaka leo miaka ngapi tunajuana. Ushaikuja kuniambia mtu fulani yuko na shida ya pesa. Relax.
This is the second one.
Second ama third.
Nimekula bananas leo. Anyway,
we both know that has not happened.
Both know that is not true.
No, if you eat bananas, in effect.
Sasa hoja kula.
I did.
Why
I did have banana.
You didn't accountability.
I had banana. Mariam is my witness. I had bananas.
You're not
so
taking account.
How
is bananas inaingiliana je na
shrubbing?
Anyway, Shah, we were talking about the pesa kukosa kurudishana.
Yes, so unaona Islamically, you see, sasa unaona sisi kama Waislamu tuongeleshani, si ndio? Sasa unaona most of time hao wanajua akikuja kuniomba pesa mimi kwa sababu tunasitiri ndugu yetu muumini, wewe hautajua. So unaona most of the time that's what happens. Hata our parents kuna watu wanawadai na si tujuagi.
Hawataki kuonekana they are broke before our eyes.
Mtu mtachoose pia kwa sababu hiyo
because ni haki yako.
Hiyo Uislamu inasema you should ufai kuacha udhulumiwe.
Sasa ni wewe ushadhulumiwa tayari.
So you go through all the means to ensure that you get back your money.
Accountability, part of you taking accountability is following through
the right channels
to actually solve this issue.
That's a personal accountability.
Sure.
It's a personal accountability.
Yes,
umedhulumiwa towards yourself and usikubali kukanyagwa kila siku.
Sasa sisi ndio tunafuatilia maneno.
Move.
Na by kufuatilia una take the steps that are needed ama the steps that are available for you to take them.
Okay, now having looked at that, can we look at maybe why do people struggle to be accountable?
I can tell you a story, a very nice story
before
story. Your story nimekuwa nayo.
Haya, sawa, tuambie Sheikh.
Story yako itateka
how long? You are
not
looking interested in my story.
Okay, Sheikh, do I look interesting?
You are
me, I
not.
don't look interested. I'm being accountable.
Mi nasema yangu. So I'm saying it for me. So now what happens, we are living in hostel. So it's an Islamic institution, Nini. So this guy, a friend of mine, ours, ameingia jikoni akakuta mtu ametoka kwa amenitoa nyama kwa fridge anapika. Mjamaa akakuja akamwangalia akamwona tu akamuuliza, wewe ndio umetoa nyama yangu kwa fridge ukapika?
Hiyo nyama ilikuwa ya huyo mwingine. Oh, I thought ni yake ama yenyewe wote.
Ilikuwa ni yake. Akasema sijui kwa nini. Akasema si nimeona umetoa nyama yangu kwa fridge. Sasa ilikuwa ni yako? Akasema nadhani nimechanganyikiwa.
Na kwa amenunua nyama yake.
Alafu akamuuliza ulikuwa kuna nyama kwa fridge ndio tujue umechanganyikiwa na nyama gani? Akasema nilikuwa sina nyama kwa fridge. Sasa kwa nini unadanganya?
Unachanganyikiwa.
So unaona one of the things yenye anasema anasema tutaki ku look bad saa zingine, so we are trying to protect our image. It's a low key way of being.
Or maybe sometimes ni Jenen alisahau.
Hana nyama kwa fridge.
Alimaliza nyama yake.
Mwenye hana nyama kwa fridge anapika aje nyama tu akatoka.
You guys, you've not had instances ambazo labda either you are eating something and you're like, kwani chai imeisha saa ngapi? Maybe he had such a moment. Alisahau nyama yake imeisha.
Mimi niko na swali. What if you know to link to that example of yours. For example, you have done something na uko unajua in the first place that this action will actually lead to a certain bad consequence. For example, tuseme mimi nimeenda kwa fridge. Mimi na kwa akili yangu najua nyama yangu ilikuwa hapo. Alafu ilikuwa hapo ukachukua kaanza kupika. Mtu akikuja ama nimejua the kind of calling out to accountability is also one of the reasons why maybe people don't actually step up to the accountability part. Because sababu saa zingine hata tunaweza go back nyumbani. For example, there's a relative mwenye amekucall out on your actions. Kuna seme maybe your parent mwenye amekucall out on your action. Would have find yourself being more open to taking responsibility of your action from the parent than from maybe the relative. Kwa relative maybe utakuwa more defensive zile because of the way ameku approach ama because of the way approach your mistake kama your makosa zako.
Hiyo kuna hiyo namna ya ku-approach, but still would that change the mistake you have done?
No, it won't change,
but at
least tunaongelea accountability.
Do you remember the story that I told you that vile mtu anakuwa defensive? Yes, this is a category of defensive enye mtu anasema kama saizi as a sheikh I've seen this a lot. Unakuja unakataza mtu naambia this is haram, this is wrong. Sheikh, now you are judging me in the eyes of Allah. Who has not committed sin? Raise your hands. Look at this. Sijui nini. My friend,
you are just doing amr bil maruf.
Hata mimi sina like me, I'm just telling you kitu tu kidogo. History yote imetoka wapi? You get my point? Yes, it's just a mechanism. Unaona hiyo pia ni just an excuse to lash out na not to be unaccountable. While unaona mtu akisema saa zingine unaweza kufanya hivi kama the Islamic way anasema first of all kuna namna za kuadvise watu kama unataka kusikiliza mtu akusikilize nini. Those are whole different category of how to give advice and how to receive advice. Yes, but at the end of the day accountability is for ourselves, haina uhusiano na huyo mtu mwingine. Cause kama saizi mimi naweza kuja uniambie hiyo kitu na nijue I'm wrong, lakini wewe usifurahie vile amekuja, so respond well with them. But when you go back, are you still accountable or not?
So that's the thing. Yapo sasa you mentioned a very good point, and to add to that,
let me give you a very good example.
Let
me give you an example. Umeingia, una suppose kuingia job saa 2. Si ndio? Ama let's say saa 1:30. Umefika job saa 4. Unaona? Ukaingia tu kwa ofisi, boss wako aanze kupigia tu makelele, aanze kusema hii nini?
Wapigangi kelele, wanakuulizaga tu vizuri.
I'm just saying for example, to make this situation. Yes. When nini kwani uko unafikiria ni kwa nyumba anti yako unaingia temi unataka sijui nini sitaki vitu kama hizo, upigiwe makelele, si ndio? Response yako itakuwa aje?
Utakuwa defensive.
Very defensive, si ndio? Maybe definitely we
can utanyamaza.
Yes.
Ama uta-apologize.
No, unanyamaza tu.
Utapena fake apology. Inadepend na mtu.
Like, okay, I'm sorry to not happen again.
I'm sorry. Ama kuna wengine watanyamaza tu.
Kuna nataka kulia.
Kuna wengine watanyamaza.
Wengine kunyamaza.
Wengine wapiga kelele.
Defensive. Lakini nini. Wengine wataanza kupatiana excuse. Like people have different responses.
No, so now, si ndio? Whatever this person did was wrong. Sindio?
At the end of the day, yes.
At the end of the day, sindio? But the question is, wewe unajua kwa nini umechelewa? Jana ulibaki baka saa 8 ukiwatch movie, sindio?
Atujui.
Binge watching.
Najua ni example.
Yes. Alafu, saa yako ikakuamsha swala tusubu. Ukaamka hata swala. Ukarudi ukalala. Kidogo umepitwa. Now, hata kama boss wako amekuongelesha vibaya, what does accountability here stands for?
Accountability is the action.
You accept that you've done
you're taking responsibility for your action.
Yes.
You're taking responsibility for your action. Sasa hiyo kutake the responsibility ina entail nini?
Kukubali makosa yako.
That's a step.
Hiyo ni one of kuna wengine tu wakubali makosa.
Tushe. Wanasema tushe ama nini mtu akishangaa alafu ataka sarcastic.
Kuna wengine tu wakubali makosa.
Mimi sikatai.
Hata nasema si hata ulifanya hivyo jana. Mimi nimefanya hivyo. Mimi nimefanya leo. Kwani shida iko wapi?
We are all sinners in the eyes of Allah.
Accountability iko na a lot of whatever's in this.
But now for someone to say that you are accountable, Khadija, what do we need? So you've already accepted your mistake.
No, kuna this
then
question,
the second part is?
No, there is this, anasema apologizing and accepting your mistake is not solely, it's not always full accountability.
It's not.
It's just
so now which is the, like, how do we say now, Zuhra, you've now taken full accountability for your actions?
You see, this is, wanasema kwa Quran kuna aya, anasema kwanza mtu anajua amekosea. Pili, baada ya kuwa amekosea, anatubu. Baada ya hiyo, ile mambo yenye alikuwa ameharibu anafix.
Okay.
So kuna steps tofauti, kila mmoja anasema tofauti, but I can say first is recognition of the issue. Kwanza kuikubali. Yes. 2, if it needs apologizing, apologize. Like, cause unaona pia na feel like mtu anaona iko
how it has affected other people.
Yes.
Mimi nasema unajua sometimes mtu anakuanga ready to take responsibility and accept their mistakes ama their actions ama consequences zenye wamecommit without blaming anyone. But the thing is, this other party, the perpetrators, they tend to be vile.
There's no perpetrator here.
Umesikia?
Those snakes, the anacondas.
Did I say snakes?
Khadija.
Okay. These people tend to be diabolical. In that, wameona sasa mtu ame-accept responsibility yake.
Ama hata bado haja-accept.
Hata labda bado haja-accept. Zile za haja-blame mtu yote ako tu zile za, okay, I'm showing remorse for my actions. This is me being in the mode of realizing that, okay, I've made this mistake. But watu ni nani?
They don't give you that
chance.
They'll
come at you. They'll say, okay, so this is a channel. This is a loophole for me to actually now low blow,
Inject.
hit them with every criticism that is there.
Thank you, Khadija.
Just because they have shown that they are actually realizing that they are the ones in the wrong, and they're taking full responsibility. Yani wako in that transition mode, accountability. But watu ni nani?
Thank you sana, Khadija. You just repeated whatever I said 5 minutes ago.
But it's you guys
with
who are
better
coming.
emotion. With better emotion. I love that. So
If yeah, that is the positive passive aggressiveness. Like utako tu zile za
Like, okay, I
kama hivi.
recognize what you've said,
Okay,
but
we recognize you bringing this cup to the table and having the water. Thank you. Aya.
so we move to something
Where were
else.
we? And, that's brushing off.
you should
You,
go
you
to
Chef, that is very
That is
dismissive,
very
by the way.
dismissive. By the way.
No, let me ask.
And
Let me ask. It is dismissive, Cindy.
Yeah, it
Dismissive.
is.
No,
And also-
no, Khadija.
Low-key
You see,
disrespectful.
Khadija, I'm just trying to show you something interesting. You see, hii kitu ni exactly kitu tumeongelea a few minutes ago.
Mimi
No, and
sijakata.
I said
I was just
this
making
is
a
wrong.
good
Like
example.
this is wrong. I'm just trying to show you. Like we did that intentionally. This is wrong. Cindy, whatever we are doing,
What the two of
Yes,
you did
both of
was
us.
wrong.
it is wrong.
So you are just being passive aggressive and you're gaslighting.
Now you are
Sindio?
asked. You are being asked now.
No, I'm
Nah,
just-
unaona sasa,
I'm
unaona?
I'm
See, now you're not being a better person
I'm
here.
reciprocating.
You are not a good
No,
person.
the fact that
You see?
mko na entitlement ya expect me to be the bigger person and yet
Sivyo Hadija. No, like tukiingia set, what naambiwa, all the phones should be on silent. Sindio? Right?
Yes.
No, you know this.
I know this.
We all know this.
We all know this, yes. But
Now,
then guess
when
what? Do you know that kuna hiyo aspect here? Of course, in my mind, Zuhra, when someone does an action, sometimes they don't intentionally do it
Okay.
to na intention ya ku hurt someone ama intentionally being just evil. No. Sometimes
Ina happen to kama
inakwanga tu just
an emergency or
innocent
something.
mistake.
Okay.
So, Khadija,
So how you
umeelewa?
handle that innocent
No, you
mistake,
see-
these other people, says a lot as well.
No, Khadija, unaona pia.
But what if now the mistake has been like done once, twice, imekuwa chronic?
So that's the thing. How do you handle a drunk person?
Khadija is a toxic person.
See,
Khadija.
that is extreme. Sheikh
No,
Ali, that is extreme.
Khadija, how do you do
no.
that?
No, Sheikh Ali, that
No,
is extreme.
we are trying
Like
to
how
find
does it become a
resolutions.
chronic behavior? Hadija,
Khadija,
no way.
hata hao watu wa alcoholic wanatibika.
Nimesema 99 things. Umecheck that 1% yenye hata I was
Because
just
that
being-
was the
I was
question.
it was on a lighter note.
It
Nimesema
was
drunk
light.
person, like,
Drunk
for example,
person, light note.
achana na mimi Sheikh. Mimi naongelea juu ya tuseme this person who is an addict.
Okay, or someone who's like always doing the same mistake. You see, now inafikia mahali now, hata kama utateka accountability, Hadija, we are like, okay, tushazoea hii. So kama
Niambia kama nyinyi amjai fall for that.
no, Hadija, we all do. We are just trying to raise
We are
these
not
issues that
judging
happen.
anyone.
No,
Khadija.
no, you guys are coming at one subject.
No.
This is a cup. There are fellow cups that are similar to this, but guess what?
We
This
just want that one.
are coming at this one because of the way it is. Na hawajioni pia wao.
Hadija,
Wako the
relax.
same.
Listen to
I'm
me.
very relaxed. I'm
He-
just
hear
trying
me
to
out.
get this point of view.
Hear me out. See, yani imefika mahali like tunajua hii makosa lazima mtu afanye. Na now for you on your end, you expect a certain reaction from people.
Expect a certain what kind of
For
reaction
example,
from people?
the way your phone rang, yeah? You expected us definitely to speak about it.
Speak about it in what way?
Now, that way that is not like positive. Unaona? So wewe in
And
your
you
head
did-
you're like
and you didn't prove me wrong.
you are ready to defend
No,
yourself.
you
You
didn't
are in
prove me
defensive
wrong.
mode.
You see, being surrounded by people who are always making you to be in a defense mode every time. What does that say about
Hii
them?
makosa imekuwa
What
chronic
do
sasa
they say about
Hadija.
them? What do they say about them? Ni kama tuseme, for example, you have that
It
one
says
black
that-
child in the family. Who black child can
It's not a black child, black sheep. Black child, we are
sheep.
like,
Okay,
look
so
at
black
us,
sheep in
bana.
the family.
Some are darker than the rest, bana. We are the berries.
Okay, we are all black children of Africa.
Black sheep. Black
Wow, okay, black sheep in the family.
Oh, let me just say the dark sheep because we all black. Anyway, maybe the dark sheep in the family.
I know it,
Tunakanga tukijua tu makosa ikifanyika
Ni
ni
wewe.
hiyo dark sheep. But guess what? this other white sheep, okay, not white.
Khadija, you are very colonized.
Wait, I was on the golden child. Now this
Which golden child?
now this golden child happens to commit the same mistake as the black child. Kila mtu in that family will give excuses.
Yeah, juu
As
si
to
kawaida yake.
But sasa, for example, I may commit the same mistake, the same way, the same reasoning. Si ati ni by mistake, no. For example, black child kawaida tunajua tu hiyo jikoni akienda
atavunja vikombe, a misplace visu,
labda
spoons.
hata ikuangi intentional.
Alafu Khadija.
Nimesema nini? Labda ikuangi intentional. Ni ile tu mikono, tunajua watu wanasimanga kwa familia zingine. Mikono ya mtu, ya watoto wengine tu ni ya kuvunja
vitu. Wako tu clumsy.
They're too clumsy. Watembee wajigonge kwa meza, tayari ndio washaangusha vyombo. You see? So kuna this golden child anajibeba with all the perfection, aangushe kikombe. Utasikia tu
sio ni mistake tu
yake. Huyu hapana. Muangalie shida iko wapi. Haya, siku ya pili, ya tatu.
It's not their norm, Khadija. And I think that
as
is
a parent
Listen,
that's wrong.
No,
We shouldn't look at a person hivi to say this is a person who is we are told we should look at the mistake,
not the person, yeah.
not the like mistake imefanyika, let's see how we're solving this, ama let's see how you're taking accountability of this action. But ukishinda tumeangalia this person mistake, tutakuwa so blind to other people wenye labda town the worst committers of these mistakes.
But that's how life is in one way or another.
So we are subjecting ourselves to life chronicles.
No, so now back to the main topic. Yes, so accountability, we have, I think, our respected dear viewers, you have seen different forms of unaccountable people
being
themselves,
not being
yes, but that's how unfortunately most of us took on. Now you see, one thing I've learned few years ago, yes, most situation tells us about us and the other person. Cindy,
in what manner?
So now in this scenario of this phone or that guy or that child, the how that it was communicated, yes, like umetumia lugha gani, vile umefanya nini, it doesn't tell anything about us. It says a lot about the other person. So that's for their own accountability, not my accountability. My accountability here is maybe not putting the phone on the mute, mute ama silent ama vibration.
Indeed.
Yes, but the accountability is on how to communicate when someone is doing something wrong. So unaona kila mtu yuko na something to reflect. So now unaona kama yeye amepata opportunity ya kuniambia I'm wrong, unaona, unfortunately that's the wrong time for us to tell them that they need to reflect and to be accountable.
Sure.
No, it doesn't.
There's some
work.
things they need
No,
to be
unaona
done
kama
there
saizi,
and then.
kama umerealize how back and forth we went with Khadija.
But
because everyone, you
listen,
see,
it was just okay. The phone has rung. Hey, Khadija, can you put it on vibration? Then you do
He
it.
didn't
No,
say
no,
it.
no,
Now you see,
no.
you guys
You
didn't
see,
say
this
it like
is
that.
gaslighting,
That was
How is
another
that
example.
gaslighting
Zuhura,
now?
we know we did not do that.
We have it on camera.
No, Silvio, you didn't.
At the Silvio. So we did.
If you guys had, imagine if you guys had said it that way.
Khadija, because Loki.
You see,
Okay,
she's
sorry.
doing it again.
You're subjecting me to your own opinion. Yenye uko nayo kwa akili yangu. Si yenye mimi
Loki, you're always the one whose phone is
You
ringing.
see, she's doing it
You're
again.
doing it again.
You are going deeper. You are just digging. My friend,
Okay, sorry.
utakusaidia aje?
Zuhura, let me pick out maybe one of your mistakes, for example. I'm not picking it out. I'm just highlighting it.
Bring it on.
Like just changing names.
No, I'm just saying a mistake. Not ideally the practical mistake yake.
Oh, it's just an
Yeah,
example.
for example, Zuhra, where you're used to drinking, you're used to just slurping your tea every
Yes,
time.
like,
You know very well inashinanga imetusumbua all the time.
Shahali loves slapping his tea.
You see, I'm not talking about you in a tire ushaenda kwa nani?
Shahali loves doing that.
No, I'm giving you an example.
Okay.
You see,
You need.
Because I don't do that, but it's fine.
Can I do
Shekali
cantata?
Mona.
Can I do cantata?
kindly, before I continue.
You see, this is a sign that hujatoka your village. You see, ukienda inchi mingi sana kwanza watu wenye
I didn't give you
wametoka.
that opportunity to do that.
I'm explaining.
You're making it worse.
Yeah.
a beneficial point
No, I'm just explaining kama watu wanataka kuvamia.
What?
No, I'm just saying, yes. So what happens, like in Middle East, ebu angalia half of the Korean movies, Chinese movies. No, it's a culture of appreciating something hot. Na nini, na
Are you a
nini.
Chinese?
I've been to countries, Zana. I've been to
You are not sure. Just answer a question. Are you a Chinese?
Let me share. Let me share.
Hey, welcome back.
Let me
Your
say
relaxed
something.
moment has come. Okay.
Example, unajua hii mistake imefanywa jikoni ama kwa
So mistake imefanyika.
nyumbani. Mistake imefanyika ama imefanywa.
Imefanyika.
Alafu people come at you to expect accountability from you, and they've not even verified that it's actually you who has done it.
Khadija, but
Khadija.
okay.
There is that
Wait,
side
Khadija.
also.
Ngoja kwanza,
Khadija.
ngoja.
There's
Okay.
also that side.
Khadija,
Naam.
the topic today is not on how communicate other people's mistake na nini.
We are talking about
It's
taking
about
accountability.
accountability. No,
Yes.
hiyo ni story
Sasa
like
mimi naongelea
wewe ni
juu
mtu
ya-
mwenye hajafanya
naongelea juu ya
mistake.
when
Hiyo ni
people-
blame,
naongelea
kublame
juu ya
watu for
when other people force you to be accountable for something that you have not done in the first place.
But
And
why
then they
would you be
expect
forced
you-
to
No, what-
accept
they
something that you
expect
Zora,
haven't
they
done?
what
expect you to
does
take
accountability to
responsibility.
oneself says in this situation?
Zuhra,
What
and
does
Sheikh
the
Ali,
self says?
you're
Wind
supposed
up.
to be responsible for the actions that you
But
have
if you
taken.
have not
If you have not
done
take-
anything wrong, so why you should take
You
accountability?
just say, no, I
did
haven't
not
done
do
it.
So that's the thing. People will subject you
So, but
to
I-
this.
In that case, Khadija, you'll be defending yourself over
Yes.
something that you haven't done. You just say, hey, Sheikh Ali and Zuhra, I didn't do
Then
it.
that's a good defense, kwa sababu saa zingine you're left umekuwa cornered in zile za
Cornered kwa sababu wewe unashinda ukifanya hii makosa. So kila mtu anadhani tu ni
So
wewe.
that's the thing. Na siku yenye hujafanya, people will actually force you to take accountability for something you've not taken. Hello.
Anyway,
So
guys, let's
that's a
wrap
whole
up.
thing.
Let
So,
us wrap up your conversation
Me, I
with Isha.
think if you ask me, good amount of people, they are not accountable because it says a lot about themselves, because unaona ni kama they feel like you are attacking their personality, their identity. So mtu kuna some insecurities about that. Kuna wengine wakuna ego. The ego doesn't allow kama it's not ego kama
Kukubali
sijui ya
makosa and
parents
the
inaingia
pride.
katika category gani na mabosses, but
It's still ego and pride, Sha.
yeah, so we need to look at that. Yes, and when you understand that kama says you have done, like, you have two wrongs. Wrong number one is you doing something wrong, ama mistake, ama action and you're supposed to be being rectified, and the other person is why you are very defensive, dismissive of this. Unaona, me I remember there was a time nilikuwa one of my friends alikuwa naswalisha, alafu akakosea mali fulani, like subhana rabbil ala wa bihamdi na adhimi wa bihamdi something, aka mixed up. So nikamwambia yeye, akarudi akasema na wewe kitu kingine unakosea. So that day I realized, by the way, so ni kama tujasaidiana.
So yali highlight makosa yako na uka highlight makosa
So
yake.
unaona, mimi I can go like decide and go work on myself, but I know this guy did not use this opportunity to learn. So mimi I don't return it. The idea is for me to go back and work on myself. Hata kama sisi utakuja niongelesha vibaya, uniambie, yes, I don't know where you are coming from and how my mistake is affecting you. That's why you are this pissed. Unaona? So sometimes pia hata sisi tujui what are the circumstances of the way that you don't know mine, I don't know yours also. Unaona? So now what happens ni nini? You just take it. It will hurt. Yes? Take it
But
at
for
that
the
moment.
sake of peace, you'll just accept
Not
it.
sake of peace, for the sake of fixing it permanently. Unaona? So now, because unaona, alafu baadaye utakuja, oh, thank you so much for highlighting my mistake, Zohra. I really did not notice that I had that issue, and that you brought it to my attention. I reflect, nika realize now, sichelewi now, si nini. But I would suggest, yeah, you are a good figure or whatever, just next time if you see someone like me ama anyone else with the same problem ama nini, you can just find a better way of nini.
highlighting that
Yes.
issue.
So naye anasema, oh sorry, najua hiyo siku there was something. Unaona, it's easier to because first you need to de-escalate things to fix them. But just by going at each other, we can't fix anything.
Khadija, way forward. How do we become more comfortable?
Me for how because of time and all that, I'd just like to say we need, first of all, of course, to be accountable towards ourselves, but we have to know that there are different calibers of people around us. Kuna, of course, the set parents, being accountable, of course, towards our parents. Of course, kuna accountability towards parents, accountability and taking responsible towards responsibility.
Parents, like a child to parent, I'm a parent to the child.
Of course, towards parents, from coming from a child, we have that accountability that we have to have towards our parents, towards our families, towards our children. Like you
towards
as
the
a
society,
father,
right?
you have a certain kind of responsibility that you're supposed to play. How you're supposed to be accountable towards children. We have also accountability towards each other, maybe as Muslims or brothers and sisters in Islam. Of course, at workplaces, of course, at homes, just socially. Yeah, so need to take note that it's not just about this ourselves, but also the people
How it
around
affects
us.
It's
people
a
around
lot
us.
different,
It has a different whole.
Yeah.
multidimensional.
Yeah, and maybe for me, let's take feedback in a nice way.
And also give
Nice is not, it
Listen,
could
Chef,
sound
like-
also passive aggressive.
Okay.
I know someone.
Okay, just listen to the feedback that you're being given, okay? And then filter it. Filter it, share. You don't need to lash out.
Oh, filter
Msikize
it.
mwanzo, msikize, and where's this person coming from, okay? Ni makosa umefanya, accept it, then find way forward. Kama si makosa yenye umefanya, just say, okay, I understand. He mekupis, but sio mimi nimefanya. Maybe ask someone else. Okay?
Yeah.
I think we have to idea like to live better with others.
Yeah, and from this other side also, people to have a way of actually communicating this accountability that you need to take, not to lash out or be passive aggressive or be negative about the way they handle your mistakes.
Yeah, and no one is perfect, by the way. Kila mtu akona mistakes zake. So ukiambiwa zako, accept it and become a better person. That is it from us. Have full episode. See you in the next one. Bye.
Masalam.